Vaikhari. Good evening to all. Like rest of you people, I also came to know about Jisha only yesterday, after 5 years, 5 days of her murder, rape and brutal murder. So, like I came to know only after the mainstream media started reporting her brutal murder and rape. From looking at the initial reports, what I noticed for the first, like the initial thing that I noticed was that there was this particular news report which stated that police are suspecting, the title itself said that the police are suspecting migrant laborers, um, regarding this case. Like the report police, it went on like considering the brutality of this murder, the police are suspecting migrant laborers must be involved behind this. So it is always like that, right? It is always, we all have that other always to point our fingers to. Like we do not want to relate it to ourselves. We do not want to admit that we are capable of such cruelty. We always need such another to point out to. Like, what comes to my mind when I see all these reports on Jisha's another murder, that rape and murder that happened in Kerala years before, Soumya's murder. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. Like there was this girl who was traveling in the ladies' compartment late in the night alone. She got attacked by she got attacked and raped, and she got killed in the process. And in Kerala, I think at that time I was doing my MPhil, so I was traveling in Kerala as part of my fieldwork. At that time, the thing I noticed was there were a lot of flood sports erected, like in most of the districts in Kerala, by grieving brothers. Devastating, like I must say this because there's a particular reason behind this. The rapist was found and he was charged guilty, and it happened to be a Tamilian beggar. So for the Malayali psyche, it was easy to point their fingers at him, and it was like, it went on like they were talking about it as if there was no, they never had they never had any rape or murder that happened against women with that kind of violence in Kerala. It went on like that. But and there were like grieving brothers posting in Facebook and all kind of social media that was all kind of media that was available, and there were like a lot of advices issued to their sisters about how to avoid rapists. And thing is that all these flex boards, I was finding it quite funny because what I find was that none of them wanted to address the actual issue, the real reason behind it, the real reason behind attacking these vulnerable women. None of them wanted to treat the actual reason. None of them wanted to point out to the actual reason. None of them wanted to talk about it. And it was like, I see the same pattern in Jisha's case as well. What I see in social media and in the news reports is that there's like, this is celebration of violence is there. There are leading middle class and upper class people who go on to describe the kind of violence that is that is done to Jisha. They go on to describing it in its all gory details, and I think it kind of makes me feel like they're deriving some kind of pleasure by explaining it over and over. I see, I'm not sure whether most of you are familiar with this, but then Kerala people have this kind of social media activism where they copy paste messages under newspaper media reports. Same like messages would be copy pasted saying we demand justice for this person. mostly it will be rape cases, and they'll go on. These comments will go on, detailing the kind of violence that is in the female body. So that I see the same pattern in Jisha's case as well. And there is another thing, a celebration of violence, where they want the culprit to be caught and be punished the same way. They want to physically attack the person, and some want Saudi model to be imposed in Kerala, where they want to murder the rapist. It's like, but the thing I see is like, none of them want to address the actual issue. In none of these discussions, I see nobody is pointing to the actual issue. The issue of caste is not being mentioned anywhere. The fact that this woman was a Dalit and she was ostracized from the community she was living, like the locality she was living, she and her mother was ostracized, and it is not being discussed anywhere. Intellectual Malayalis, we pretend that caste doesn't exist. We are so adamant that caste is something that exists only in somewhere in North India, where they have khap panchayats and all that. This kind of violence is possible only there. That is the reason why it is easy for them, for us to point to migrant laborers. We pretend that we are not capable of inflicting this kind of violence onto our own women. I see there are news reports titled, Delhi model rape is now in Kerala. So that makes me wonder, what is the Kerala model of rape? What is the Kerala model of rape? We have many, there are cases of young women being abducted and being sold, for like months and months. We have cases of sex rackets running in Kerala. I think that is probably that is the Kerala model. We wouldn't, just rape and finish off the victim. We would keep on selling her body. Probably that is what they mean by this is Delhi model and this is Kerala model, I guess. Another thing is that in one of the news reports, I see that they want to emphasize the fact that this girl was studying for law, and she had completed her course, but then she had some backlogs, so she was preparing for exams. What is the? I don't understand, why do you have to emphasize that in a news report about this girl being raped and murdered? Why do you have to emphasize that at all? Do anyone see caste in it? Like, it's kind of like stating that she was doing something she was not entitled to. And see, this is what happened to her. They want to, it is like her dignity the dignity for her as a person is being denied even after her death. They want to, I don't understand the need for discussing her backlogs in a report about her murder. The only reason I see is there is still caste. We Keralites are a community that breeds caste, we eat caste, we ship caste, and even in lying in the excreta of caste, we are so ashamed that we still have the audacity to state that caste doesn't exist here. Caste is something that exists only in North India. All I have to say is, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that I am part of the community. That's all.